Hey, good morning from the office. I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. We have 2 hours that we have so much lined up. Now, I'm going to say right out of the box, I may say that way too often, right out of the box. But right out of the box, let me tell you, if you're a national viewer, thank you. We appreciate it. If you're out there in Northern California and you're up early, it has happened. Gotten some messages out there. We're going to be focusing this morning on a couple local stories. But I would encourage all of our national viewers to stay with us because these are things that are probably happening in your city, your county, your town. And, you know, you may get, once we're done with the show, you may get to thinking, I need to check out my city. I need to check out what's going here because I'm a firm believer. There's nothing like a believer, but nothing like that firm believer. Solid in my beliefs that if we would get involved locally in your city, your county, your water authorities, all the above. You know, I think there's a lot of counties that if you really drill down, now I'm in Georgia, Ellijay, 64 degrees, 8:02 this morning, that if you really drill down, you could probably reduce your property tax by a couple mils. I just think you could if you drill down real close. But we'll save that for another day, but we got some local stories. First of all, how do you get in touch with the show? You get into touch with the show just like this, 706-889-9700. Right there, 24/7. Text the show. Let us know what's going on. Our email address right there, and our social media ways to follow. Now, the three things we're going to cover today, and we are going to start out with some national, discuss some national things that are going on out there. First, give me number 2. This would be the hashtag fake Dawson County Sheriff Jeff Johnson. We do that. It's a little joke because the sheriff went on social media and just blasted FetcherNews.com. And we are so honored by the sheriff to call us a tabloid and fake news. And we just enjoy that. When he has a little bit of a problem, you swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. I do. I don't know. Maybe he's not telling everything. I don't know. My opinion. But we did a story over there he's not real happy with. We have some more details. The sheriff has gone into what we call CYA mode, cover your ass. Yeah, he's gone full cover your ass mode because, and he went to liberal media. Oh, he rushed right to the liberal media where he could write the story. Don't you love these elected officials that say, let me write the story. Let me give you my truth. Whoa, okay, thank you. So we have invited him. This is day 3 to be on the show. Give him a platform. Hey, but no, he has gone to some liberal media sites that he could post really what he writes and then get all of his little friends. He got little friends. All of his, well, look at my little friend. He's got all his little friends going on social media. Oh, here's where the real truth is. But he won't return our calls. Wonder why. Wonder why he is avoiding us. Why he is avoiding us like a Democrat used to 3 years ago, Fox News. But today, Fox says, come on in. Here's the welcome mat. Democrats. Oh, just joking. But he called us fake, so we're having fun. So this is day 3 where fake sheriff of Dawson County, Jeff Johnson, will not come on the show, will not tell his side, will not call our reporter, respond to anything because he's in CYA. It's Gilmer's fault. Really, sir? Why don't you? I don't know. We won't say tell the truth. That would be wrong. It would be wrong for me to imply you may not be telling the whole story. We are. So follow Bill Johnson later today. Let's just go with a scary moment. Let's just switch from him. This is called our scary moment picture. You got it, Josh? Anytime we want to shock the audience, wake them up, see if they're with us, see if they're awake, we always go with this one here, number one. Isn't that something shocking to look at 8:06 in the morning? Woo! Cover that up, baby. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Get that off the screen. And then we got to give 10 seconds for everybody to get their vision back. Oh, I'm blind. Go back to that picture for a minute. Now, I understand people, you know, sometimes you don't like my sense of humor, or if you feel I have any at all. But every time I see that picture, okay, or I see that lady, I don't care what you think, I always reflect back to the Al Bundy. A fat lady came in the shoe store today. Sorry, I just had to do it. So get that off there. I'd hate to see that at the shoe store. Sorry, sorry, sorry. So we are going to have at 9 o'clock, we're going to start working on from 8:30 to 9. We're going to talk about, again, the CYA sheriff over in Dawson County, and for that 30 minutes. Then we're also going to talk about the Gilmer County pools, plural, pools. Now the citizens keep hearing pool, and the citizens keep hearing a wishy-washy 1.2 million, 1.5. But then again, you know, we got to build the, you know, the showers, the concession stand. They've got to pour the concrete. Could be 3 million. Oh, that upsets them. Tell them $3 million. But Gilmer County has the money for a multi-million-dollar project while still $80 million in debt. And then I had to hear yesterday from the chairman of the county, Charlie Paris, of our outstanding financial position in Gilmer County, best in decades. Okay, so let's build the pool. Now, the big lie. You like the big lie? We should have a graphic. Josh, I want a graphic called The Big Lie. Write it down. I warned you beforehand I was in a mood, Josh, so there you go. You get one. They get warning. I warn them. I am in a mood. He knows. The big lie in this is that your host does not want to see the poor little children in Gilmer County have a place to splash around and frolic in the summers with a lifeguard. That's the lie that's going to be told. So anytime you see, now this is it, anytime you see hashtag Ebenezer BKP, you know I'm going to be talking about the pool. Hashtag Ebenezer BKP. That's me. The guy that they're going to say, oh, the children, if it's just one, we save their life, it's worth it. I'm the Ebenezer BKP hashtag. So there you go. We're going to be talking about that. Then we're going to have City Council member number 3, Ken Gaddis, at 9 o'clock. We are going to box an hour, okay? Because this is very interesting to me. This is Ken Gaddis. He's a City Council member for the city of Blue Ridge. He's going to be with us in our 9 o'clock hour. We're going to talk about the derelict property ordinance in Blue Ridge, a 36-page document that we're going to say, the other night we were told at the city council meeting it was only a draft. Why you got all upset over a draft? Wait a minute. You had a first reading of a draft. Why didn't you mark it up, send it back to the attorney, and then have a first reading of the final cut for the citizens? Very confusing. You know the old thing, who's ramrodding this show? I want to know who's pushing that. We're going to have Ken Gaddis on at 9 o'clock. Also, we're going to have Michael Eaton. Were you able to pull up a picture of Michael? There it is. We're going to have Michael Eaton. He is a resident in the city of Blue Ridge. That actually had public commentary the other night. So we're going to talk to him. And we're going to say resident, but at the time, I'm pretty sure it's planning and zoning or planning and zoning appeals, and a 2-term, I think 8-year, former city council member. But we're going to have him on at 9 o'clock hour to discuss this also. So let's get back. Clear that out, okay? Stop the recording. That's the opener. Because I want this to be by itself for about 10 minutes. So tell me when you're ready. I want this segment to go up on YouTube by itself. All right, folks, I'm not going to give you my age. You got people out there doing math, right? Your host, BKP, I'm not going to tell you my age. It's not going to happen, folks, no matter how much you push. But let's just say I used to watch cartoons, Saturday morning cartoons in the early 70s. Just saying, just saying. The Democrats, the candidates, okay? The candidates for the Democrat Party for President of the United States, they remind me, go to number 5, of a, you know, if they were a Saturday morning cartoon, okay, they would be the Save the Democracy Friends on Saturday morning. They do. This whole group. And there you go, Super Friends. You know what we need another graphic? I'm on a graphic mood, Josh, so just get used to it. What we need another graphic is we need to do something just like this. Now pay attention to this right here, okay? And we need to we'll pick out the Democrat candidates and we need to put them in a row and turn them into superheroes. And underneath, we need to put the Save the Democracy Friends. Save our democracy. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to tell you something. Every time something happens, Caramel Apple, Kamala Harris, I just call her Caramel Apple. She's got that caramely looking skin. She's not African American, folks. Not African Americans. All right, take that down. But every time something happens, Caramel Apple, Kamala Harris, okay, Elizabeth Warren, Beto, Francis O'Rourke, Francis, the black guy, what's his name? Cory Booker. They all run with, we must impeach now. Number 15, Elizabeth Warren. The Mueller report made it clear a foreign government attacked us. We were attacked. Incoming missile. Hey, Russia, if you can hear me now. Comrades. Hello, comrades. If you can hear me. Russia, if you're listening. China. Wait a minute. China, if you're listening, you got anything on that Biden guy? Because I won't call the FBI if you call me. I'll listen to it. Russia, you got anything on that Hillary girl? Because I won't call the FBI. I'll listen to it. So anyhow, 2016 support. Trump welcomed that help. He rolled the red carpet right out. What do you know? So you know something on Hillary? What do you know? Tell me. I'm going to listen. And Trump obstructed the investigation. Now he said he'd do it all over. I'd do it again and again and again. I'd do it all over again. It is time to impeach Donald Trump. It's time. It's now. It's now. And then we have number 16. Just yesterday, Kirsten, I will do anything for a campaign donation. Bark like a dog. No. I got a check for $20,000. Bark like a dog. Woof, woof. There's your 20 grand. She'll do anything. Remember the other day, what was it, Gay pride, right? Gay rights, right? Oh, my God. So Kirsten, New York, U.S. Senator, I will do anything for a campaign contribution to get on the stage so I can yell at the American people. It's time for Congress to begin impeachment hearings. It's time. We have told you over and over, it's time. You know why they say it's time? They think it's possibly the only chance that they could campaign against this guy because they will have him so tied up in impeachment. They will have him in so many knots the whole time that it's going on. They will release documents that say, you know, he didn't butter his bagel at the Starbucks in Manhattan. They will go after him day in and day out, and their only hope is to tear the president down enough in hopes that they'll vote for a Democrat. That's their only hope. Period. Because internal polling, okay, internal polling shows, what does it show? Internal polling shows that the president's in pretty good shape. Now, I get that from a good source. I don't want to run with it too loud. But yesterday, one of my sources, one of my many sources, unlike the New York Times, ones I can trust, unlike the little weasels sneaking behind the chairs in the Oval Office, running straight to the Washington Post, this is a trusted source that I was talking to that was in Washington, D.C., has some ins, we'll leave it at that, at Washington, D.C., and was in the right offices in Washington, D.C., came home with some insight and shared with me that the internal polling data looks pretty good for Trump. That is why, folks, that is exactly why last week, now they've been doing it for a long time, but last week, every day they trickled these phony polls of the president loses to everybody. And these phony polls that Biden, this crusty old white guy, a 76-year-old crusty old white guy. I'm white. I'm not crusty and old at this current moment. They want the American people to believe that this guy is beating Trump. All right? The only thing Biden's got is to go to campaign rallies that are well organized. You know, one day Barack and I were playing checkers. I looked at Barack. He's going to say Barack as many times as he can. You know, Barack and I, we were having coffee one morning. That's what Joe Biden's campaign strategy is right now, okay? And he's going to start wearing a bracelet, and they're going to sell them. What would Barack Obama do? So WWBO, oh, that's funny if you're in the 6th grade. WWBOD. What would Barack Obama do in this situation? He's going to sell bracelets. Anyhow, that being said, that's why I told you the New York Times wrote that whole article, all right, about polling, wrote the whole article about Trump not even interested in his campaign. They put out an article saying that all Trump's interested. Every time they try to talk to Trump about 2020, all he could do is go, and then say, I want to be in charge of the music and the T-shirts. I'm merchandising. I want coffee cups. I'm serious. You think I'm joking, because when you look at what the Democrats are doing, they're no solution. Hashtag no solution Democrats. Hashtag stop the nonsense. Hashtag vote Republican. It's that simple for Republicans. No solution. Hashtag. Hashtag, hey, you know what? Stop the madness. Hashtag Democrat comedy show. I got them all. They're a comedy show. So anyhow, they've come now and they're pushing down the president every day before the kickoff. Is it Tuesday night? Watch parties everywhere to kick off the 2020 campaign for Donald Trump. They're freaking out. The only thing they have is impeachment. They're going to go in Nancy's office and say, our only chance is impeachment. Now, this came from Fox News. Here is number 14. Right now, do you think the Congress should begin the process to impeach President Trump, or don't you think so? Yes, begin the process. We're here at 33%, 61%. No, don't know, not applicable, 6%. So Nancy's looking at these numbers, and she's cringing. But Nancy also has the internals on the re-election. So here's the thing. We're going to build up to this because we want to get to this. Can you believe there's 3 things this morning I want to talk about? So So the Democrats' heads. Now go to number 17. So George Stephanopoulos, the boy wonder in the Bill Clinton White House. Okay? George was there. He's seen it all. He knows how evil Hillary is. He knows, all the bimbos that Bill, flew on a plane with that are not on the manifest. Is that what you call it? He knows all of it. So the guy that knows, now I want you to take this picture in. They're all going nuts. ABC, George Stephanopoulos they are actually doing the report like this. I watched the one lady, I don't think I have a picture, on MSNBC, actually read the report and then go like that. They are actually on TV going, oh God, when will this end, this madness? So George Stephanopoulos, this is breaking news. Why he would do it again. CNN, let's go with CNN, okay? Trump, I'd take foreigners' dirt on rivals again. President says, that's number 20. President says he would not necessarily report offer to FBI. So before we get into what the president said, he said, I never called the FBI in my life. You come in my office, you're going to tell me something. You call me up, hey, I'm over here in the Ukraine. I'm neighbors with Biden's nephew. You understand? Yeah, tell me more. We'll get into that. So here's the guy right here that knows, okay, how much foreign campaign money went into the Clintons. Bill. Let's go back to Bill, okay? The guy asking the question knows all the foreign corruption the Clintons are in, knows how much information that foreign countries shared with the Clintons, period. He knows all of that. He knows the corruption with Biden. He knows the Steele dossier. He knows the DNC paid a foreign operative for a document that was made up, that was used in the FISA court to spy on a presidential candidate and try to take down a U.S. citizen. The man standing there. That's what I want you to get, okay? Of all people, George Stephanopoulos knows how many times that Lincoln bedroom was sold